Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Felicia, and today is Friday, March 6th. If you're new here, I like to do daily vlogs and do quick little check-ins to update everyone with how my life is going. In the future, when I get a little more time on my hands, I am planning on doing other content too on this channel. If you want to follow me, please subscribe to my channel. So exactly 2 weeks ago from today, I delivered a baby boy who was stillborn, and I had a trial of labor before that for a good few days, and that was unsuccessful. But in any case, I am postpartum now, 14 days, and I'm feeling a lot better, obviously. Time has certainly been helping to heal me physically and emotionally. I just received a gift in the mail from one of my aunts, and she sent me a candle that has my son's name on it. He was Kaladin Allen. We were going to call him Cal. His nickname was Cal or Baby Cal. And Alan was my father-in-law who passed away this fall. He was the first one who got to know that we were having a baby, and he was so excited for us. And he gets to be the first one to hold him in heaven. So it has the date that I delivered him, which was February 20th, 2026. And we weren't really intending on memorializing that date because he actually passed away almost a week before this delivery date. I believe it was very early on Valentine's Day, possibly very late on Friday the 13th. That Friday, I had learned that his high drops was very severe and progressing very quickly. So it was Friday, February 13th, that the doctor told me he was unlikely to survive. His prognosis was very poor, even if they did do any kind of interventions. And it was really a few hours after that appointment that I stopped feeling him move. I think his father was actually the last one to really feel him move. We were crying that day. We were really upset about the news. When I was laying in bed, I actually did a little video right after. And my husband had his hand on my belly, and he felt him kick a pretty good kick. And that was kind of the last time we felt him move. I didn't really feel him move after that. And when I woke up in the morning, I knew he was gone. So, Valentine's Day, if there's any day to memorialize, it's probably going to be every Valentine's Day. I'll remember that my baby passed. I try not to cry in all my videos, but I always seem to shed tears. And I mean, it's only been a couple weeks, so it's all still very fresh and raw. But I love the candle that she sent me. It says, "Forever in our hearts." And there is a little poem on the back. "No words can reach the space you now hold. You are here, left known and deeply loved. Though our arms ache for what could have been, your light remains. We carry you in every heartbeat, in every quiet moment. You are forever part of us." Glad I didn't wear mascara today. Last night was kind of a hard night for me too. Some nights are okay, and then it seems like some nights I start crying thinking about things, and I get really upset when it's quiet and dark. All of these thoughts just really hit me. It took me a while to get to sleep because I was thinking a lot about baby Cal and how I felt so much guilt for any time I ever had a thought of fear about what was to come, because we knew he would be medically challenged with his trisomy 21 and heart defects, and I just was scared a lot of times because we went through that with our daughter. She doesn't have Down syndrome. She does have autism, but when she was born, she had a heart defect, and that was very difficult for us because we had the potential to lose her. when she was just 3 days old and she was getting her heart fixed. And then again, she had another procedure at 6 months old. And so we went through a lot of fear with our first baby. And I was scared a lot of the time, thinking about how his situation was going to be much worse. He was more complicated, and I knew I would do my very best to take care of him, and I wanted him, and I would love him, and do everything within my power to make sure he was healthy and happy and comfortable. I knew I was going to do the best I could. I was still afraid that it wouldn't be enough, and I just wanted to give him a good life. But sometimes I had some doubt come creeping in about if I could handle it. And I'd remind myself that God doesn't give us more than we can handle. And in some ways, I felt like I was chosen for it, to have a second child with special needs. I felt like it made me special too. I was telling my husband about how I felt last night, and he was saying he felt the same thing too. Like, he questioned at times if it was going to be too much for us. But he's also a very involved, hands-on, caring parent, and he also knew like we were going to do the very best we could for him and that he would be fine. I'm just afraid that maybe God heard my fear and thought he was doing something gracious by sparing us. And so for even thinking it or praying about it, I feel guilty because I don't want God to think I didn't want my baby or that I was too scared. But I know God knows what's in my heart. I know he knows I wanted that baby. It's just hard. But I know he's in a better place and he's not experiencing disability or suffering in heaven. Well, anyway, I had a doctor's appointment today. I saw my OB/GYN. Just waiting for the doctor. I had an appointment last week with my maternal fetal medicine doctor, so I felt like this appointment was a little bit redundant. My appointment was an hour ago, and I'm still waiting. A little bit annoying. And it kind of was. I don't think I needed this appointment today, but I went anyway. I mostly just wanted to hear the doctor tell me it was okay to start lifting heavier things and to be more active, because my husband has a lot of concerns about that. He still thinks that I'm, fragile and that I can't lift our daughter. She's 37 pounds now, and I basically told him what the doctor told me, which is that it's okay to, as long as I don't feel pain. Just can't push myself too hard. So this doctor was basically giving me the clearance that I can do as much as I feel like I can do. The incision looks like it's healing pretty well, and he did suggest that we wait at least 9 months before trying to get pregnant again. He also recommended we look into maybe doing IVF so that this situation doesn't happen again. And I'm not opposed to it as long as we aren't destroying embryos, but I don't believe that's covered by our insurance. And so I think that would be kind of out of our budget to do. With IVF, you can do screening of the embryos before they are implanted to make sure that they're healthy. And so he said that could be an option for us to look into to avoid having this situation happen to us again. I won't let this tragedy get in the way of what my hopes and dreams are. It doesn't change my desire to be a mother to more children. Even if our third baby did have a heart defect or a Down syndrome or something, I don't think it would change how I feel. I was totally prepared to take care of and love this baby. And so I would do that for another one. I am looking forward. I'm trying to keep moving forward and take care of my baby the best I can. She does have a bit of a cold right now. I gave her a bunch of chicken noodle soup for lunch, and I think that really helped her out. And I just gave her a warm bath too, which has helped kind of clear her nose. It feels really good to be more hands-on and taking care of my daughter since I'm feeling better now physically. I made her a dentist appointment for next week, and I need to make dentist appointments for my husband and I too. I'm actually having an issue with one of my teeth right now. I have this dental implant I had done like 15 years ago, and I think it needs to get redone. I was going to have it redone back in Oregon, and then we found out we were moving, and so right as we were about to start, work on that and ordering the crown, we found out we were moving, and so I almost wish I had just kind of gone through with it and just traveled to my dentist to get it done, but in any case, I need to find a new dentist here so we can start that process over again. I think I need to get a bone graft too. Anyway, this implant is just no good anymore. Usually they should last for life, but I've had a lot of work done. After I had the implant put in, I had braces, and I think that kind of shifted things, and I had a cavity on an adjacent tooth. So for the last year and a half or so, I've been getting food stuck around my implant, and so literally every time I eat, I have to brush my teeth and try to get the food out. I literally take tweezers and have to like pluck food out of under my gums from around my implant. It's not a good situation. And when I smile too cosmetically, I don't really like how it looks. It's kind of like recessed a little bit. Since I've been doing these YouTube videos for the past couple months now, I've been noticing it more because I'm looking at my face more when I edit the videos, and I can see like it's not right. And so I hope I can get this implant redone sooner than later, but it is causing me a little bit of pain. I think the gums are just a bit inflamed, and I can't really chew on that side of my mouth right now. So hopefully I can find a good dentist in the area who's experienced with dental implants. I'm thinking moving forward with my life right now, I really want to focus on my health, especially since it is my goal to get pregnant again, hopefully sooner than later. I really just want to be as healthy as possible, taking supplements, working out, losing weight. I know it's good for my mental health too if I start exercising and all of that. And so I think I need to come up with a plan for my diet and exercise and kind of go hard on it. And I want to make it a good part of my routine. I believe I have a good 50-60 pounds to lose. I might not look like that just on first glance, like as I'm sitting here in the video, but I need to lose a good at least 50 pounds. I'm also on the taller side. I'm 5'7", and so I do carry my weight proportionally, thankfully, but it's too much. And for fertility and just general health, I know I need to lose weight. So once things settle down in the next couple of weeks, I think I'll be ready to start a regimen. And of course, I will document my journey for losing weight and getting healthy on YouTube too. Hopefully my lighting is okay in this video. I think I'm a little bit dark because it is dark outside today. Usually I use natural light, and it has been very overcast and gloomy today. I can see the storm clouds moving quickly. We're supposed to get thunder and lightning. We've had a little bit in the past couple of days, but I think we've got even more coming in the next few days or week or so, and I just hope that the weather's better when my family gets here. They're all flying in, and we don't need any flight delays. Well, I'm not really sure what else to say for today's video. I'm just continuing the healing process physically, emotionally, experiencing a bit of grief, which is normal. And I know things will get a lot better soon. I'm not always going to cry and be sad in all my videos. I promise you that. So thank you for watching, and thank you for all the kindness I've seen. It does mean a lot to me. So I'll be back for another video tomorrow. Bye!